Welcome to the Build with Boundaries podcast. My name is Manaz, and this podcast is for mums who want to carve out time so that you can work in ways that work for you, your life, your family, and of course, your business. Together, we will discover why you are not prioritizing your business and the actions that you can take so you can live an intentional, productive, and fulfilled life without mum guilt. So let's dive in to today's episode. So welcome to the 5th episode in the series Business Bliss for Mums from Hustle to Harmony. So today's topic is creating boundaries, managing work and family time. Now, we know how important it is to have boundaries, and it's almost like they help us to navigate, how are we going to manage our work and family time? And it's almost like creating and building something physical that separates things and gives us a clear focus. So when we're in one area, where does that end and where does the next thing begin? So, yeah, I think boundaries are not talked about enough because it can feel like it's not something you want because it's restrictive. But I think hopefully today's session is going to help you to see that boundaries can be quite expansive. It can be a positive experience because we are learning what works for us, and it's not about setting some standard boundary. It's taking into account what our life has, all the sort of plates we're spinning at the same time, and trying to work out then what kind of boundaries are actually helpful. So there's 3 key areas that I want to cover. So the first one is establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life. So there's a really important one, and I think we can often struggle with this as mums in business because we feel like, well, we are a mum all of the time. We don't get to switch off that button. So, how can you separate that? And it can feel difficult, but understanding that there will be times where you are fully a mum and nothing else, and fully a business owner and nothing else. They're going to be positive experiences to add that in. And it's crucial for maintaining our well-being and looking after ourselves and avoiding things like burnout, because having a set routine in terms of having maybe some kind of flexibility with your work hours, but having some kind of core structure, having a dedicated workspace, so that's a physical boundary as well, and also learning to say no to work. They're all going to intertwine with each other and help each other. And also not getting sucked in with any of the things that you don't need to in your personal time, because that should be personal. And by establishing those boundaries, we can enhance our productivity. We can also reduce a lot of stress and worry and foster more healthier relationships with our loved ones, because we know what it's like when your child is asking you for something or talking to you and you're not really listening. I mean, you're hearing them, but you're not listening. And that's not good for any relationship. So being able to switch off and then be that mom because you feel you've been able to park what you have done and what you had planned for your day in terms of your work, you can draw a line under it and you can move on to what you need to do in your personal life and what your loved ones are needing. So this is key, having that boundary between your work and personal life. Now, the second one that I wanted to talk about is communicating the expectations with clients and family, because it's one thing that we decide we have boundaries, and it's another when other people recognize this and accept it. And let's be honest about this. The biggest problem with boundaries is that we are the ones who are scared to create them. It's not that our clients will hate us for it, because, the clients understand how you're setting up your business. They probably understand more about your work, possibly more than your family. And the way that you decide to create your business, build your business, grow your business should be very personal. And with the boundaries, we have this kind of expectation, that word expectation. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and sometimes it's unnecessary. We will probably do things for our clients that we would tell them not to do. And I think that's where you want to catch yourself out and just realize that you are valuable in the sense of how you want to look after yourself and how you want to build your business. That is important. And getting that how right is the difference between you running ragged and being able to relax, manage your business in a way that feels so much better. Now, moving on to number 3, techniques for unplugging and recharging. So here I want to remind you, I guess, of the importance of having some kind of disconnection from the tech, from digital devices, from work stuff, from emails, all the things that might be social media, all the things that might be keeping you going back and getting yourself back into that working mode. And it's important to make sure that out of office hours are actually out of office. Yeah. So you can embrace lots of different practices and techniques to reduce stress and worry and to reset yourself. You can do so many things, but it's important to find what is right for you and making sure you make time for that, because this should be part of what you do. It's again just giving you that work-life balance. If it's just work and it's work constantly, that is not productivity at all. If you're looking for ideas on how you can be more mindful and how you can be more productive, then do go back and listen to episode 42, which was about mindful multitasking. And that might give you some more ideas on how you can bring that into your day. So I hope that this episode has given you some ideas and making you think about what it is that you could improve on. Where is the weakness that you see just now? And what's one thing that you can do? One thing that you could start working to change? And knowing that that change might be difficult to adapt, but in the long term, it's going to prove to be beneficial for everybody. It's not just yourself, your family will notice too. And having those boundaries, yes, the family possibly will not understand as much, but having boundaries and working towards that over time, it is something that will help you and help them understand. And because it takes time and effort, it can feel like you're trying to win a losing battle. So if you do feel like that, then do reach out. There are so many things you can do to be more intentional with how you can build your business and be super focused when you're working on your business, yet also be a devoted mum and dedicating your time and priority to your family as well. So not sacrificing one for the other. I would love to know what your thoughts are. And yeah, you can send me a message, email me, let me know. I'm also looking at creating more content that's appropriate for you. So you can send me a message. I will pop a link into the show notes where you can send me a private message and send me a short audio and tell me what's going on for you. What are you stuck with? And this might be something that I incorporate into a future episode. So all very exciting. The link will be in the podcast notes. If you're looking to create more harmony and move and shift that hustle feeling that you have just now and move across so that you have more business bliss, then do check out my workshop that I have. It will help you to learn insights, tools, and strategies on how you can be more effective and more efficient with your time. The workshop has been amazing, and there is a replay that you get instant access to, so you don't have to work around any live timing. You can listen to it in your own space and in your own time. And what this will do for you is to help you to see what things you could change and what you can do. And as you may know, if you're a regular listener, I do believe in taking action so that it's not just learning. There are actionable things for you to do so that you can move forward, because that's the whole point of learning something, isn't it? And until we don't implement anything, we won't see the results. And I don't want that for you. So hop on over to the show notes, and there is a link to access the replay to go check that out. Enjoy the workshop. So I will see you in the next episode.